Always tracking, always alerting. Storm Team 8.
All right, welcome back on a Wednesday morning, and you can see right now we're starting out with some snow showers out there, and the reason why, we have a cold front currently working its way through the area, and it's going to be a cold day behind this front. Yesterday we made it in the 40s and windy conditions. Today it's going to be windy conditions with temperatures in the 30s. Right now, Storm Track Live radar shows mostly light snow from the Wayland, Irving area, just north of Hastings right now, Lake Odessa, Potterville, Ionia. Follow that over to St. John's. Now, this snow band has essentially moved basically from north to south, so areas such as M46, M57, M66, M91, a little bit concerned. M21 could be a few slick spots, certainly some wet roads out there, so be mindful of that. Here's a live view. You can see some raindrops on the lens there, looking kind of northeast out of Grand Rapids. Kind of nice shot, always like this one, and still a fair amount of clouds. There are some breaks now starting to develop here and there. Here's a live view in Holland, currently not snowing, but you will get some snow today. Wanted to show you the chunk of cold air behind that cold front that's going to descend upon the Great Lakes, and that is going to be cold enough to ignite some light lake effect snow showers and flurries today. Current temperature at 31 degrees. We're essentially going to stay steady right around 30 for much of the day. You can see readings up to the north colder, as I showed you that broader view. Current wind chill at 22 degrees, 31 in Kalamazoo, and again, I emphasize this is about as warm as it's going to feel all day long, with wind chill temperatures likely remaining in the teens for much of the day. As the wind picks up, you kind of have an inverse relationship. The wind chill temperatures go down. So we'll likely see some wind gusts over 30 miles an hour at times. So our cold front's moving through at the present time. A little band of snow behind it. That's going to work its way to the east. But what's developing behind it with sufficiently cold enough air is some lake effect snow showers, which we'll occasionally see today. You can see they're not real robust, but enough that we could see just trace amounts, maybe 1/10 of an inch on the grassy surfaces. Not expecting much. High pressure moves in briefly for tomorrow, and I say briefly because this is the scene that develops on Friday. As early as Friday morning's commute, which is a little bit of a concern, we'll likely have an area of snow developing. Now, this is just one forecast model, and this is the European model, which kind of puts most metropolitan areas in the sweet spot for that snow, but you can see the variance out there. The European model, the Canadian model has a very similar forecast, but the GFS and the Bear model, it has most of the snow north of Grand Rapids. Grand Rapids, they still have some, but just not as much. So here's the 8-day forecast. There's a bullseye zone for accumulating snow on Friday. Dry, but a chilly weekend underway, warming things up a bit with the chance of showers and thunderstorms early next week. Tom?
Okay, taking a look at how we're doing out there across area roadways. Going to start you off right now with the live look over downtown Grand Rapids. The S-curve, northbound and southbound US 131 heading into and out of downtown Grand Rapids. Even though we do have that snow coming down out there, the good news is right now, not completely sticking to area roadways, just really creating wet roads out there. Although in some of those more rural areas and roads maybe a little less traveled, you might have some of that creating a little bit more of a slick spot, but the main roads, again, right now just remaining mostly wet. Taking a look at the freeways heading into and around downtown Grand Rapids. If you're getting ready to head out the door, so far not dealing with any significant slowdowns or backups. I'll have another update for you coming up in about 15 minutes. Teresa and Donovan.